Since killing someone last night, Kelly discovered she had actually become more beautiful. Her hair was much thicker than before, and her overall condition was absolutely amazing. But when she saw last night's murder weapon, Kelly couldn't help but shudder with fear. After all, she'd only killed once in her entire life and wasn't quite used to it yet. However, when she recalled the process of last night's murder, she couldn't help but smile a little. The feeling had been incredibly satisfying. She then put the knife in a pot to boil, which would clean off the dried blood. After that, she took the bus to work. Kelly never expected that just one night after the murder, the police would find the crime scene today. When she arrived at the company, her own handiwork had become company news material. Since the police hadn't yet announced what type of case it was, everyone was speculating. Just then, Kelly couldn't resist revealing it was murder. When the boss heard this, he thought it was big news, and immediately sent Jeff to the scene to collect more information. Jeff was indeed the company's backbone, getting the latest updates in minutes, and even tracking down the victim's home address. Kelly then went with her new colleague Jack to interview the victim's family. As soon as they entered, the victim's mother enthusiastically brought out lots of food and drinks to welcome them. It turned out they only had this one son, tears of bitterness and hardship. They had worked so hard to raise him, only to have him stabbed to death. If the victim's mother knew the killer was sitting right in front of her drinking from her son's cup, she would probably die of rage on the spot. However, from her, Kelly learned an important piece of information. Her son had recently been forcibly fired from work, though she wouldn't reveal the reason. Kelly made an excuse about using the bathroom and secretly slipped into the victim's room. In the trash can, she found a court summons. It turned out the victim wasn't a good person either. He had frequently bullied colleagues at work and faced lawsuits because of it. This discovery gave the company completely different news material. What should have been everyone sympathizing with a man stabbed to death had explosively reversed into a bully being stabbed to death. Everyone applauded this turn of events. The boss was so pleased he took all the employees to a bar to celebrate. This time was different from the past though. Kelly was no longer invisible at the company. The boss personally invited her, and at the bar she was even invited on stage to sing. But just then, the police arrived.